You're listening to Fun with Horror with your hosts, Scotty and Andrew.
Hello, beautiful horror fans, friends, family, buddies, pals, and everything else. This is Fun with Horror, the weekly horror movie review podcast in which Scotty and I take turns giving each other movies to watch, and then we discuss them the following week. We have two rules here at Fun with Horror, and that's whoever picks the next movie has to pick one they've never seen. And rule number two, we both have to watch it. Last pick was me, and I chose directed by Jaume Balagueró. I apologize. That's how
Jaume.
Jaume Balagueró.
Balagueró.
Man, boy, I even wrote it down the way to say it, and I still botched
Did you?
it. I really did.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Jaume.
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 Balagueró.
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 Balagueró. And Paco Plaza. That one I can
Yes.
get. And it's starring Manuela Velasco. Of course, remember, stay with us until the end of the podcast where we get to hear Scotty's pick for our next week's movie.
We sure do.
Yeah, man. I'm always excited to find out what your movie is.
Hi.
Hi, buddy. How are you?
Balagueró.
Balagueró. I'll never
Yeah,
forget it now.
I practiced that a lot today.
I should have, since I was going to do the introduction, but I was like, oh, I wrote it down. I'll be fine. Guess what? I wasn't.
Well, I love you anyway.
Oh, thanks, man. I love you. And I'm glad you're here because you fixed it for me, man. You're the best.
I think I have a movie to ask you about.
I think you do, too.
Did you go see Thor: Love and Thunder?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
But you know what I did watch?
Before you tell me, let me tell you what I was just doing.
Uh-oh, okay.
I was having a little dinner,
Mm.
a little feast, and while I was eating, you know what I was watching?
What?
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
I've heard of that.
Have you?
Yeah, in fact, I actually watched it.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Wow.
About time.
There is so much that we cannot say right now.
I know. We will talk after, but
But here's the question I'm going to ask you.
please.
Having seen it,
Mm-hmm.
do you think it would have been appropriate for an episode of Fun with Horror, just in case we had picked it?
I think it could have. Yeah. Yeah. There was definitely
We had some Sam Raimi stuff to talk about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will go into detail, my friend, when you hit the stop button on that record thing.
I will. Oh my gosh. Oh, guess what else though? I was going to tell
Hey,
you
tell me
this.
what else. Tell me what else.
I downloaded. I've only read the prologue.
Okay.
But I downloaded Clown in the Cornfield.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
very nice.
Yeah.
By Adam Cesare.
Yeah. And like I said, I only read the prologue, but it's great so far. He really paints a picture very well. So I'm excited to jump into this novel.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
I hope you like it. I can't wait to ask you about it.
Yeah. I have a feeling I'll shoot through this one, but we'll see.
I'm reading a book,
Ooh, what are you reading?
as I always am, but it's something that could be mentioned here.
Mm-hmm.
I actually went back and I'm rereading after many, many years The Lost World by Michael Crichton,
Nice.
which is, as many people know, the book that The Lost World Jurassic Park Part 2 was based on. And let me tell you, just 150 pages or so in, I'm surprised at how the movie is very much different.
Right.
But I'm surprised at how much the movie did take from the book.
Really?
It's surprising. It even has, the double trailer that
Yeah.
the T-Rexes attack.
Yep.
It even has that double trailer in the book.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
That's awesome.
So that's fun.
That is cool. I never actually read any of those books. None of them. And
Oh man, buddy,
I know.
buddy. No, it's okay. But I read Jurassic Park back in the day before the movie,
Oh,
and
cool.
before it was even announced as a movie.
Really?
So let me tell you, like that book itself was one of the most exciting books I'd ever read, and when I found out Spielberg was directing the movie version of it, whoo, I just remember little Scotty being super excited.
Nice. Oh.
I probably threw my popcorn in excitement.
I love it. I love that.
I'm going to tell you another story real quick.
Yes, please.
This is a funny story. So when Jurassic Park was in theaters, I went to see it a few times. It was an exciting movie, so, I definitely went to see it 3 or 4 times. And there was one time I was sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm watching Jurassic Park, and I reach down to my right to get a drink of my soda. I lift it up, and I have the straw in my mouth, and I'm drinking, and mid-sip, I look down to my right, and the little kid in the seat next to me is just staring up at me. I suddenly realized that I had grabbed the wrong cup, and I was drinking out of his cup. I put the cup back in the holder and just kind of mouthed, "I'm sorry." The kid just looked at me, and he just kind of very subtly grabbed his cup and moved it to his other side. And that was the look on his face. It was so funny. I loved it.
That's amazing. You know what I hope, though, is that kid, now is listening to this podcast and is like, oh, that was him?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Dude, that would be so cool.
Hey, kid, if that's you, you're probably like, I don't know, in your 30s now. Write to us. Let us know.
Oh, my gosh. Maybe we should have everyone that listens, we'll put out feelers. Where is the kid?
Yeah, where is that kid?
We'll reunite you two.
I believe it was a theater in Burbank, California.
Nice. Okay. There you go. We got a lead.
Did you watch anything else, buddy?
No, but we are having Kylie. Kylie's been wanting to watch Stranger Things, so we are watching Stranger Things with her. So
that's fun.
It is. That's a fun one.
She'll like that.
Yeah, she likes it so far, so I think she'll continue to like it.
By the way, I'm so sorry, buddy.
Why?
I forgot to wish you a happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Hey, yes, actually, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. All right.
Happy Tuesday, man.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Hit record.
Voy. Estamos frente a la puerta de la casa en la cual parece ser que una vecina ha tenido algún problema. Dice...
All right. Okay, so today's episode is going to be interesting.
Yes.
Last week you picked the film Wreck or Record, but I think we pronounce it. I think we just say Wreck.
Right. Yeah.
Found footage movie. I think Spanish.
Yes.
And it famously it had an American remake that was almost supposed to be almost exact, like copy paste, called Quarantine. But here's the thing, buddy.
Yep.
We, immediately after you picked the movie, as I do, I went and I found the movie on, I usually get the movies on Apple.
Right.
I found the movie, and we both watched it at different times, and we both realized that this was the English dubbed version.
Right.
No subtitles. Well, I mean, we could have subtitles, and but no native Spanish language. And the sucky thing is that I couldn't find the Spanish version anywhere.
Right, which is crazy. That's crazy.
Crazy,
to me.
right?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like on YouTube. It's the English dub version on Prime, even though it says Rec ESP. Yeah, no, it's the English dub.
Weird.
The only way I could see to get it is Blu-rays, international Blu-rays that would not play in my player.
Right. Yeah.
So we both sat through some pretty interesting English dubbing. So there's that.
Yeah.
Then let's also tell everybody, hey, just like normal, we're going to spoil this movie. If you've not seen Rec from what year is it?
2007.
From 2007, the original Spanish-speaking Rec. If you haven't seen it, we're about to spoil it. And you've now been warned. So, Andrew.
Yes.
As best you can, why don't you give us a little 3-minute recap?
All right. Well, in the dubbed version, our main character's name is Angela, but in the Spanish version, it's Anhala. So I'm going to say Anhala because I feel like that's more respectful to the character. So Anhala is a journalist.
Well, wait, is it Angela or Anhala? Because it sounds like you're saying Valhalla.
Oh, Angela. Angela.
Angela.
Sorry, I'm saying it. I need to say it faster. Angela. Valhalla is no Angela.
Balagueró.
Balagueró.
Angela. Got it.
Yes, at least that's what our friend from the Dead Meat podcast. That's how he pronounced it. So
yes. Well, it is. I mean,
yeah.
In Spanish, the G is pronounced with an H sound.
Right. Correct. So
Angela. Same name, just pronounced Spanish.
Yes.
Angela. Okay. Anyway, go on, my friend.
So Angela is a journalist or a news reporter, and she is working the night shift basically, and goes to a fire station to interview firemen and what they do, and it's kind of boring for the most part. Even they say not much happens here, and you can tell she's bored. She's trying to find footage. It's a boring night. Well, alarms go off, which is exciting for her, and everyone they get in the truck. They go to this building downtown. We're not sure exactly what's happening, but Angela and the cameraman go inside, and the police are there, and they're like, hey, don't record or be careful when you're recording, blah, 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 blah. They go up the stairs because there's something going on one of the top floors. They get in this room, and we see this older woman with blood all over her face, and clearly she's acting crazy. Well, the either police chief or fire chief, I can't remember, is there and kind of goes up to her, and she grabs him, throws him to the ground, bites him in the neck, and everyone grabs the chief. They run out of the room. Angela's like, keep recording. And they run downstairs, and the chief is about to, bleed out. Well, it turns out this is a zombie movie. So there are creatures or people that are turning into zombies throughout.
Kinda.
Oh, what?
Kind of. Not really zombies.
Yeah, you're right.
Rabies.
There you go. Yes, more rabies. So people are just going crazy and eating other people. Anyway, throughout this building, though, they get locked in by the police who are outside and basically are quarantining them. There's a whole bunch of people that we meet throughout this apartment complex. There's a mom and a daughter, and the daughter's not feeling good, and her dog ran away. Which later we find out the dog was the one that got the disease, and of course the daughter has it as well. Anyway, they go through different rooms in this apartment. They find another room. All hell breaks loose. People start biting other people. Anyway, long story short, our main characters run up to the very top floor because there's some apartment up there that's got something in it. They're not sure what, but they get the keys to it. They go in there. All the lights go out, and this is kind of the famous scene if you've seen the poster or the trailer. Everything is in night vision, and we find out that this person was up there researching this rabies disease with this young girl that had it, and she has been experimented on, and eventually we see her in this room, in the dark room, and she's 7 feet tall and kind of disfigured and, crazy. Anyway, things happen up there, and the last shot is Angela falling down the floor and getting dragged away from the camera. That's kind of the movie in a nutshell, man.
And the craziest thing is that if you look at the poster for Quarantine, you basically, if you've seen Rec, you know that the poster is showing the end of the movie.
Right,
Quarantine.
yeah. Yep.
So, Also, real quick, just one small correction, my friend.
Oh, please, yes, yeah.
The dog was ill, and they took it to the vet.
Right, yes, you're
That's
right.
where they found out because they found out the dog was infected, and the dog attacked all the other animals, and they had to
Right.
destroy all the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't see anything, so that's good.
Right, yep.
All right, well, okay.
The.
Loaded question.
Yeah.
What did you think of this movie, buddy?
Besides the amazing dub, good gravy. I know, that was so rough.
Look at me. I'm a firefighter.
That's exactly what it was, dude. That's exactly what it was. Ugh. I know. I watched it by myself too, and like Cindy and Kylie came down. They're like, "How is this?" And I was like, "Well, the dub's really rough." And I played like a little clip, and they're like, "Ew." But besides that, I mean, it was fine, I guess. I was a little disappointed. I was expecting more just because I have heard a lot about Rec and how it's just kind of this like, man, you haven't seen Rec, you gotta see Rec. It's one of the best found footage. So I think I hyped myself up a little bit too much for this one, which is my own fault. I shouldn't have. So when I watched, I was like, I was expecting scares and craziness, and it was good, but I mean, it wasn't what I had hyped myself up to believe. So I was a little disappointed,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
I don't even know if it makes sense.
Okay.
This was a tough movie to like
Right.
because of the stupid dub.
Yeah. Yep.
I like you know what I went through. You watched this one day, I watched it I think the next day.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
And well, did you watch this at night or in the morning?
I watched it at night.
So you watched it 2 nights before I watched it. I watched it in the middle of the day.
Oh, right on. Okay, yeah.
I watched it in the middle of the day. That was bad enunciation.
No, you're good.
Scotty. Enunciate. Enunciate. Anyway, yeah, I think I do like this movie.
Okay.
I think I do like it. It was extremely hard to enjoy it with that dub.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, I had many ideas. I was trying to find the Spanish version. And then I was sitting there thinking, man, if Andrew hadn't already seen this, I would have said, hey, let's do Quarantine instead.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as you know, I even asked you if you wanted to maybe do both movies as like a double movie episode.
Right.
But taking into account our schedules,
Yeah.
we didn't plan for that enough.
Right. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
And I even almost watched Quarantine just to watch a normal version of this story without the stupid dubbing.
Right.
And I didn't because there were moments in Rec that I thought were amazingly well done. And I didn't want to take the chance that Quarantine does not do those moments as well.
Fair. Yep.
So, but, also, as you know, my friend, instead of watching, so first of all, I thought maybe I'll watch this movie a second time with no sound
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
and just watch the subtitles.
Yeah.
That doesn't work that well either
Ah.
because some of the sound effects kind of make the movie.
Yep. You're right.
So then I ended up just watching the kill count on Dead Meat with James Janice.
Mm-hmm.
And that really helped.
I did that
because, yeah, he had the Spanish version, so when he plays moments of the movie, it's in Spanish, and I could tell right there. It almost disappointed me even more.
Yeah.
Because watching his video, I could tell that version would have been much better.
Yes. Agreed.
But that also helped me look at some of the scenes and the story of the movie a little bit more objectively, and I realized that I think if I was watching the Spanish version, I think I would like this movie a lot.
I think I would like it more, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I'm still not sure how I would feel altogether, but definitely I would appreciate it much more in Spanish. I know.
Well, tell me about the movie, buddy.
Well, I think
There's a lot. See, here's the thing. On my notes, I don't have a lot that I didn't like in the movie.
Me too.
I had some very stupid human moments.
Yeah.
Some things that, to me, the characters did that I thought was idiotic.
Mm-hmm.
And that's giving them leeway for other things that people might find idiotic that I did not.
Ah, okay.
Otherwise, most of my notes are pretty favorable towards the movie. Some good stuff.
Yeah, good.
What about you?
For the most part, yeah, same thing. Mine, I don't have like a lot of negative. I just, well, I'll tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
So one that I usually do fine in found footage movies, like nothing. I don't know. I don't get the motion sickness or anything like that, or I'm not like, oh, too much. This one, for some reason, I didn't get sick or anything, but I felt like it was really almost too shaky for a lot of parts, and I was like, man, I'm like really distracted by this. I'm like not focusing on the excitement of what's happening. I'm more like, steady the camera, guy. Like, this is not fun. I'm trying to watch.
Well, especially since the guy is supposed to actually be a professional cameraman.
Right, yes. Director
I think he was trying to, because the DP of the movie was Pablo, the cameraman.
Right, that's so cool.
And I think he was trying to make it look less professional, but I think he could have taken into consideration that his character is a professional cameraman who films the show every night or whenever they do it.
Right. I like that.
And so, yeah, you're right. It could have been a little less shaky.
Yeah, so that was just really distracting, especially at some like bigger moments where I was like, oh, here we go. And then it was so shaky, I was like, oh, man. Like, that was what I was really excited for, was to see some crazy stuff. But I can't even see it. So, I don't know. That kind of made me mad.
That is kind of found footage, though. I mean, the whole
Right.
point, one of the biggest conceits of found footage movies is that the camera shakes and teases you by only showing you certain things and making you want to see more.
Yeah, I get that, but
I mean, I can talk about any found footage movie and say that most of them contain that aspect, except for maybe Paranormal Activity, because obviously you're dealing with invisible spirits or whatever.
right. And I really think, like, I don't think I've ever really complained about a found footage movie for that reason. I mean, and you look at, like, Cloverfield, or you look at Blair Witch Project, or any of those, and we get those moments where we barely see, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm okay with that. But for some reason...
Funny, I was thinking of Cloverfield.
Were you?
Yeah, because Cloverfield is a great example of the camera showing you just a little bit and showing you glimpses of the creature and you wanting to see more. But then it gives you... But see, this movie does too. I was going to say Cloverfield gives you a big payoff at the end.
Yeah.
But I think this movie does too. Like, because at the end of the movie, when they're in the apartment, the camera is much less shaky and you get to see the final character. Her name is Tristana.
Yes, yeah.
You get to see her in all her glory, or at least in all her infrared glory.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was okay with it.
Okay, all right.
I get it. There were moments where I was even like, like, hold the camera still. But
Right, yeah.
I think it showed what I needed to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you're right. It just, yeah. It left me wanting a little...
Andrew, don't be a yes man. Just say after me. I don't agree with you, Scotty.
I don't agree with you, Scotty.
There we go.
Yes. Did I do good?
As long as you realize that The Nun is better than Annabelle Comes Home. Yes.
I disagree with you, Scotty.
There we go.
Yeah,
You're getting
I'm
better,
learning.
buddy. Oh,
I'm doing it.
my little boy's growing up.
Thanks, Papa.
Papa Scotty.
Papa Scotty. The other thing I will say that kind of... I don't know. Again, and this I think is my own issue because I had such high expectations for what was going to happen. I felt like there was quite a few moments that were slow, and I think especially the beginning. But I felt like, oh man, here we go, and then I feel like we just have a moment where it's like, let's do interviews with all these neighbors, and I'm like, nah, come on, we're getting crazy stuff. So there was just a couple moments like that I felt like, I just want to get to the good, the meat and potatoes.
I think you wouldn't have felt that way if it wasn't the bad English dubbing.
You're probably right. That's probably
because
true.
All found footage movies start slow. They ease you in, and they have to, you're filming the normal stuff before the crazy stuff happens. And I think with this movie, especially watching it with the English dub, which was so horrible, have we mentioned how bad it is? I think we have.
I don't know if we have. It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. But I think with the English dub, it made the beginning of the movie because you were like me. I'm sure you were just like me. You're like, oh, please get to the action so I get to stop listening to so much of this dubbing.
Yep.
So I honestly think you wouldn't have felt that way.
That's true.
If we were watching the Spanish version.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I do agree with that.
So that's one of the things I'm putting aside. I'm trying to put aside for this review.
That's fair. Yeah, I think you're probably right now that I think about it. Because it's just so distracting.
It's extremely distracting.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
Other than that,
anyway,
yeah, I mean, other than that, really, what I have on my list is things that I enjoyed about it. So,
well, I got a couple more things.
Please, yeah.
So, Sergio,
yes,
the other police captain guy that was inside the building with them, he started to annoy the hell out of me. I get the character telling them to turn the camera off.
Yep.
But it just got so annoying. It's like, at what point does the character realize that the camera's just going to keep running?
Right. Yep.
Stop going at the camera and telling them to turn it off, okay?
That's true.
It's like every few minutes. I would like to go back and count how many times he said turn off the camera.
Yep. Yeah.
Because I guarantee it was too many.
Yes.
But on the plus side, Angela gave us a great reason why they were filming, usually in a found footage movie. Why are they still filming this?
Right. Yep.
This movie still had a couple of moments of that. But for the most part, Angela says to him, tape everything or I'll kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or at least that's what the English dub said in the subtitles. And then there was a moment, for me, where the people they started acting like idiots.
Yeah.
First we have Sergio going up to the little girl to try and give her the needle after he's seen what these infected people do.
Yep.
Like, she's going to attack you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And then before that, the little girl spits up blood in her mom's face.
Yeah.
They handcuff her mom to the banister, the staircase, whatever. And then I don't know. I had a problem with Angela trying to free the mom. It's like, I know she hasn't turned yet, but the medical dude specifically said that it spreads through saliva.
Right.
And the little girl just spit up on her. So yeah, guess what? Mom's infected.
Yep.
Just go up the stairs.
Right.
For the love of God.
Yeah.
So those were my biggest little issues.
I get that. No, I totally get that.
Otherwise,
the good stuff.
The good stuff. Well, you watched the kill count.
I did.
Just like I did. So we both heard some behind the scenes that they wanted this to be as realistic as possible.
Yeah. Super cool.
So Manuela Velasco, who played Angela, was a real life TV presenter where she came from. So they wanted somebody like that to play Angela to make it more realistic.
That's awesome.
None of the actors were given a completed script.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, it's crazy, but it reminds me of how Blair Witch Project was filmed.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because Blair Witch Project, in case anybody doesn't know, they were given their motivation every morning.
That's
They would
right.
wake up in the tent, and there would be a note for each of the characters, each of the actors, say, this is what you're doing today. This is your motivation. Do this.
That's so cool.
So, like, yeah, when one of the characters goes missing, the other two characters, they didn't know that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It just happens, you know, and it's that kind of guerrilla filmmaking that I really enjoyed about Blair Witch.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like they tried to kind of do a little bit of that in this movie too.
That's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I think it's kind of a neat way to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that.
Mm-hmm. And even I
Tell-
like too, like same with the firefighters. They were all real firefighters. They weren't actors. Well, except for a couple that were actors.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But
A lot of the firefighters were
yeah.
real ones.
Yeah.
I think the main guys that go into the building were the actors. But
Right.
when she was at the firehouse, yeah, real firefighters.
Yeah. That's cool.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, man. No, I really like the setting. I think that was a lot of fun. Just a neat way to do a zombie-esque movie.
Yeah.
You know, because you're still in just one building, but it's a smart way to do it because you're in an apartment complex. So there's a lot of different aspects you can use or different rooms or ideas. So, and then being quarantined in there. And I just thought, I liked that. I thought that was kind of a cool, different way to do that rather than like a mall, which we've seen, which is also great. But this was, I don't know, this one just felt like more, even though you're in a building with a lot of rooms, it almost felt a little more claustrophobic too.
Oh, for sure.
So I like that. I liked the setting of this movie. I thought that was cool. And I'm looking at all my stuff. there was some. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so
yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say there's some really cool shots in this movie that I genuinely appreciated. I loved how they utilized the staircase in quite a few different times. I thought that was really cool. Just seeing like the one where they look down, you just see, 10 infected looking up at the same time. I was like, that's effective. I really liked that. I thought that was creepy. But yeah, there's just a lot of shots like that where I was like, that's cool. That's a really cool shot. They did a good job right there. That would be a cool poster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
agree.
appreciate
I agree.
that. Good. What about you? What did you like?
Yeah, that shot you're talking about, I liked that shot. I forget the other sergeant's name. Crap. I forget. He was the other fire department. Manu.
Oh,
Manu.
Manu. Yeah.
I like how he was left behind, and when they look over the staircase and they see all the infected running up the stairs at them, all of a sudden, infected Manu, like, puts his head in frame, and you're like, oh, crap.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Big, strong firefighter.
Yep.
I liked the story, and I liked the way that the pieces of it were gradually given to us. Because they get there and we see the old lady, Conchito.
Yep.
And she was pretty horrifying.
Yeah.
But we weren't sure what was going on with her.
Right.
Like you said, it seemed like a zombie movie. But then, the little girl's looking a little ill there, and the mom mentions to Angela or the little girl tells how they had to take her dog to the vet.
Right.
And right away I was like, oh, did they now? And so I like that, and I liked how we got clues and we started to figure it out for ourselves. But then the medical guy comes in to tell us.
You're right. Yeah.
And I like that. I also thought the special effects were really, really good.
Yeah, me too. I actually didn't. What's the girl's name at the end? The one that's drags them.
Tristana.
Tristana. Thank you. I honestly until I watched the kill count, I thought that was CGI, and I was like, whoa, that was
Javier
practical.
Botet.
So cool, man. I love that. I was like, that's great. They did a good job.
Now, Javier Botet, do you know who else he played?
When I saw his face, no, I know I've seen him. I know for a fact I've seen him.
Well, my friend,
Yes.
he played the Crooked Man in The Conjuring.
That's right. I did know that. That's awesome.
And he also played the hobo in It, Chapter 1. Well, and 2, I think.
Oh.
But yeah, he played the hobo in It.
That makes, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. Yeah, he I loved, his makeup was, it was really cool. It was really well done.
Yeah, so... Okay. I like the firefighter falling down into the lobby
Yeah.
suddenly. That was really cool.
It was a good jump.
But I think for me, the highlight of the movie was that little girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, pal,
Lay it on me.
this movie got me a couple times.
Ooh, okay.
And the great thing about seeing, this is why I do appreciate this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was, both times, it was something I knew was about to happen, but it still got me.
Nice.
First of all, I love the little girl after she spit up on her mom, the way she's like in the lobby and she just screams at everybody.
Yeah.
That was such a great moment.
Yeah, for sure.
I could play that moment over and over. I think it's my very favorite moment in the whole movie.
Nice, yeah.
But then when they go up and they find her in that apartment, when Sergio is going up with the syringe,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm sitting there, I'm watching. I knew the girl was going to attack him.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. But I still jumped like crazy. I was still like, "Oh!" when she finally did. It was you know, I'll give them credit for the timing and the sound design right there.
Nice. Yeah.
And then at the end, when when she has Pablo put the camera up into the attic.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I knew somebody was going to be there, but sure enough, when the little boy in the attic is there, just startled the hell out of me.
Me too, man. Even watching the kill count, I jumped again. I was like, oh my gosh, stupid. It got me.
That was good. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. I hate jump scares like that too, especially from a found footage when you know something's about to happen. If for some reason, I think you've talked about it too, where it's like you're stuck. You feel stuck. You can't move it. So
Yes.
So you're trapped, and you have to jump. Like there's no way around it.
There's nowhere else you can look.
Yep.
Nowhere else you can look except through whatever the camera's showing you.
Yep. It just makes it so much worse.
But other movies, I think it was the timing. Like this movie, they nailed the timing of those scenes.
Agreed.
More than movies usually do. So
I would agree with you. Yep. Absolutely.
now here's an interesting thing.
Lay it on me.
So I looked ahead.
Yeah.
I didn't really mean to, but I was IMDbing the actress, and I'm like, oh, what else has Manuela Velasco been in?
I did
Because
the
she's
same.
really good. And oh, she's in Rec 2 and Rec 3 and Rec
4.
Rec the Quest for Peace. Rec Love and Thunder.
That's right.
And so the ending kind of surprised me because I was like, oh, she's got to get out of this, right? She's got to
Right.
get out of it because she's in the sequel. But then she gets dragged away by Tristana.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know.
I know.
I don't know. I kind of want to watch Rec 2, just at least the beginning, just
Right.
to see what happened to her.
Well, I know what your pick is for next week.
No. No, I'm not picking Rec 2.
Fair enough. Okay.
I don't want to see it that bad. I just kind of want to watch the beginning. Maybe I'll just watch the kill count.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
he did.
James did a kill count.
He did it for all of them, I think.
But I think I think we should watch it eventually as horror movie aficionados.
That's true. You're
I
right.
don't know. I'm not picking it for next week. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
Plus, I don't even know. Like I haven't done research to find out if there's a Spanish version.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather see Quarantine, but I'm not picking that either.
All right.
I'm not picking anything related to this.
Dude, fair enough.
Spoilers.
Well,
What else you got, pal?
In all honesty, I don't the music to me, I can't really remember. So I was gonna defer to
That's
you.
because there was none.
Okay, I couldn't. Oh yeah, duh. It's found footage.
Yeah, it's found footage.
I can never
There's
remember.
not usually music in found footage.
Right. Okay. And I never know if they like go in a room, I guess, too, and something's playing. But I don't even remember any of that. I think it was just nothing.
Yeah.
So other than that, I think acting was probably good. It's just that stupid dub was so distracting that, like, the dub was rough. So it makes me think, like, oh, like, especially poor Angela. She was probably great, but when you hear, like you said, like, I'm a firefighter, I'm wearing a hat, and you're just like, oh, gal,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah. Actually, one thing I will say about the dub is that there were moments when Angela was scared or what have you, and I think that the English voice actress did a not so bad job of like doing the scared breathing.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
I did notice that. But that's the only good thing I'm going to say about that stupid dub.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, how about this? How about there was the older man with the
Yeah.
pin mustache?
Yes. Yeah.
His voice actor was amazing.
Yeah.
He even made the guy sound, "Oh, hello.
Yes, he was like the very sophisticated.
You can go up to my apartment."
So ridiculous.
And he sounds nothing like that in the Spanish version.
Right? Yeah. It's just like, oh my gosh. He's like, oh, I have a paper thin mustache. I know what I'll do.
Yeah,
That's
right?
how they all sound. Everyone with a paper thin mustache. It's like, no, gal. Yeah,
All right,
ridiculous.
Are you ready for 3 questions?
I think so.
I'm ready for 3 questions.
Let's do it.
Who would cross the bridge of death must answer me these questions 3.
All right. So, question number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, what did you think was the best kill or death in the movie?
So there's a lot of fun ones, but the one that made me go, ah, and kind of out of nowhere because it was so abrupt and pretty early was
Right.
Alex down the stairs.
And, you know, we do have to be kind of like, I mean, I hate to keep referring to the kill count in James, but he was smart. He didn't count kills, he counted infected.
Right.
Because, like he said, okay, this is something we didn't mention about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these people came back from the dead.
That's true. You're right.
Like the old lady, Conchito.
Mm-hmm.
Conchito. She's not even in the credits.
Weird.
There's no Conchito. Anyway, she was shot like 2 or 3 times, and she still got up later on.
That's true.
So anyway, infected people. But are you still going to go with Alex?
I am, just because it was so abrupt, and I was like, oh, we're in it now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I liked that one. It was scary.
That was a good killer death, but I think if we go with infected, I have to say my favorite infected was that little girl.
Yeah. Yep.
She was amazing.
Yep. Totally. Yeah.
So her death or infection was my favorite.
Nice. No, that's perfect.
Did you think this movie? Well, shoot. Andrew, did you think this movie was scary?
Man, I may have if it wasn't distracting. There was some good moments. There's some good jumps. As of right now, though, I would say, to me, it wasn't super scary, and it's not one that's keeping me up at night.
All right.
Yeah. What about you?
Same. I mean, I can't even answer the question, really.
Yeah.
I can definitely say that it made me jump a couple times, and they were good jump scares, not stupid ones.
Right.
Not like a cat screaming off of a window. Yeah, no, they were good jump scares, but it's too. I wish I knew if this movie was scarier.
Right.
So I don't know.
I know.
And see, this is Did you have fun with horror?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah. I don't know.
Same. I'm not going to say anything bad about this movie, but honestly, I didn't have fun because of the stupid English dub.
Yep. I agree.
So
agree.
at some point, I would like to find the Spanish version of this movie
Yeah, me too.
and watch it.
I
Give it a
agree.
good chance, and maybe we'll revisit at another time.
That'd be fun. I would be game for that.
So
Nice. Well,
there you have it.
Sorry I picked it.
No, you picked a good movie.
I know.
It was just some bad luck with how we were able to view it.
Fair.
And for everybody out there that has seen the Spanish version, good.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure what you're going to pick, but I'm going to assume we're not going to watch the dub version of whatever it is.
We're not watching a foreign film at all.
Well, there we go. That's what I was wondering.
Nothing against foreign films.
No, not at all.
Good God.
No. There's so many great ones, but yeah, when the dub is rough. Poof.
Yeah.
But what do you have for us, man? What are we
You
what
ready?
Yeah. What are we watching?
Well, Andrew, I think you've seen this. I think
Oh.
I'm picking a movie you've seen.
Oh, okay.
I'm staying kind of close to the same time frame. I'm going to 2009 with my pick.
Okay.
Here comes some hints.
Yeah, please.
2009. This is a movie that I have, for whatever reason, in the last, since we've been doing this podcast, it's one that comes up quite a bit amongst the horror community.
Okay.
And a sequel is on its way at some point.
Sequel's on its way. 2009.
Our next movie, Andrew,
Yeah.
is 2009's Orphan.
Oh, right on. Okay.
You've seen it, right?
I have seen it. Yes. Yep.
All right.
I won't say anything right now.
Well, I know you won't. But yeah, I want to watch this movie. It's been near the top of my list because people have been good. People have been good about just, talking about how this movie is really good. It's underrated, and but they don't spoil it, which is nice.
Good.
So I haven't really had it spoiled,
Wow.
and I want to see it before it does get spoiled.
Yes. Okay. I'm actually excited to watch this. I don't think I've seen it since around probably right around there, maybe 2010. So it's been long enough where I know the big beats, but it would be I'm excited to watch it again.
All right.
Yeah.
You know the backbeats.
I know. Yes.
Well, one of the great things is that this movie is also directed by a guy named Jaume.
Is it really?
Jaume Collet Serra.
Whoa! Right on, man.
It stars Vera Farmiga, Peter Sarsgaard, and Isabel Fuhrman.
Nice.
So yeah, really looking forward to seeing this, and that will open the doors for us to maybe watch the sequel when it comes out.
I didn't even know the sequel's coming out. Wow.
Yeah. There is a little bug flying on my iPad. Stop it. This movie is blessedly streaming on Paramount Plus.
Right on.
So, hey, guys, if you have Paramount Plus, you can just go watch this movie. Otherwise, it's available for purchase and rental in the normal places.
Nice. There you go. Look at that. Okay.
Look at that.
Man. Yeah. I know. It's so funny when it's a movie I've seen because I'm like, I freeze up. I'm like, I can't say anything. Like, I want to, I don't know. I just freeze up. So I'm just keeping my mouth shut right now, man.
You're an actor. Act, damn it. That's from True Romance, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's a great movie.
You're an actor, Elliot. Act, damn it.
God, I feel like we just talked about True Romance recently.
We did, because I just watched it last
okay.
week or so. I
That's
just
what
got the 4K Blu-ray, and I watched it, and it's one of my top 5 favorite movies in the world.
Ah, beautiful.
Probably. Maybe top 6.
Nice. It is a great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie. With really good dub. Sorry.
Yes. Yes. All the actors sound like it's their voices. It's amazing.
It's weird how that works. Oh, man.
Anyway, buddy.
Anyway. Well,
So you ready to watch Orphan?
yeah.
You think I adopted a good one? Hey! Oh!
Hey, this guy.
There we go. He's back.
He's back. Oh, my gosh.
All right. Well, you know what? I don't want to cut this off, but I do want to cut this off because I want to get off this this recording and talk to you about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Okay, let's do
Doctor
it.
Strange and the Mom.
And the mom.
And then I'm going to spoil Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to spoil anything.
No.
But I do want to talk to you anyway. I love everybody.
We love everybody. I love you too.
Everybody, thanks for listening. Even though this was kind of I feel like it was a good episode.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting one.
It was an interesting one. I feel like, I feel like it was almost like we couldn't review it accurately.
Right. Yeah.
So it just feels a little weird.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm curious what people will think of this episode.
Yeah, but hey, everybody out there, if you feel a little weird inside after listening to this, it's okay. Because we feel a little weird inside too.
We do.
We do.
All
right.
Yes, thank
Well,
you,
buddy.
everyone.
Yeah. Buddy, have a good week.
You too, man. I love you, bud.
I love you. All right. I don't know if everybody knows this, but we actually did that entire episode in Spanish.
We did.
Everybody's listening to the English dub.
No wonder
amazing?
it sounds so bad.
Adios.
Welcome and good evening. This is Angela Vidal. Tonight on While You're Sleeping, we're going to be following a team of firemen on their late night tour of duty. I lost it. Okay, hang on. Welcome and good evening. This is Angela Vidal. Tonight on While You're Sleeping, we're going to be following a team of firefighters on their late night tour of duty on the streets of our city. But that's not all. No, we're also going to see things no one has seen before. Where they live, where they sleep, where they relax, how they get ready, what they eat. We're going to get the lowdown on the station and all of its inhabitants. And you can come too on While You're Sleeping.